Hi guys. Today we are going to be reading 17 and 18 of Kate DiCamillo's book, Raymie Nightingale. I hope you guys are staying with me on it. Some of you might need to go back and catch up a little bit, but it's a fun story, and so I hope you're taking the time to listen to it. When we listen to someone read, we learn. We learn a lot of vocabulary words. We learn a lot of thinking and opinions and ideas, and it helps us to be better. So always read or listen to people read. It's good for us. All right, chapter 17. Finding Beverly Topinski turned out to be surprisingly easy. When Raymie got to baton twirling lessons the next afternoon, Beverly was standing under the pine trees, chewing gum and staring straight ahead. "I thought you weren't coming back," said Raymie. Beverly said nothing. "I'm glad you came back." Beverly turned and looked at her. There was a bruise on her face, under her left eye. "What happened to your face?" asked Raymie. "Nothing happened to my face," said Beverly. She chewed her gum and looked right at Raymie. Beverly's eyes were blue. They weren't the same blue as Isabel's. They were darker and deeper, but they were the same effect as they had the same effect as Isabel's eyes. Raymie felt as if they could just see right through her, inside of her. She stared back at Beverly and started trying to rearrange her soul, working to make it invisible. And then Louisiana Elefante showed up. She had on the same pink dress from the day before, but today she was wearing barrettes, 6 of them. The barrettes were scattered randomly throughout Louisiana's limp blonde hair. All the barrettes were identical, made of pink, shiny plastic with little white bunnies painted on them. The bunnies looked like ghost bunnies. "I'm not going to faint today," said Louisiana. "Good news," said Beverly. "Got yourself some bunny barrettes, huh?" "These are my good luck bunnies. I forgot to wear them yesterday, and look what happened. I'm never going to remove them from my head again. What's on your face?" "Nothing's on my face," said Beverly. At this point, Idahnee came marching toward them, her white boots glowing and her baton flashing. She had on a spangled top that sparkled like fish scales. Her hair was very yellow. She looked like a mermaid in a bad mood. "Here we go," said Beverly. "Stand at attention," shouted Idahnee. "Stand up straight. That is the first rule of baton twirling, to stand as if you value yourself and your place in the world." Raymie tried to stand up straight. "Shoulders back, chin up, batons out in front of you," said Idahnee. "And we will begin." She raised her baton, and then she lowered it. She looked at Beverly. "Topinski," she said, "are you chewing gum?" "No." Idahnee lunged toward Beverly. Her baton flashed brilliantly, violently in the afternoon sun, and then, unbelievably, the baton landed on Beverly's head, where it kind of bounced because of the rubber tip. Louisiana gasped. "Don't lie to me," said Idahnee. "Never lie to me. Spit it out." "No," said Beverly. "What?" said Idahnee. "No," said Beverly again. "Oh, my goodness," said Louisiana. She put her hand on Raymie's arm. "Here I am wearing my lucky bunny barrettes, but I am still thinking that I might faint." Raymie thought that she might faint too, even though she had never fainted before and had no idea what almost fainting felt like. Louisiana held on to her arm, and Raymie held on to what? She didn't know. She held on to the fact that Louisiana was holding on to her, she supposed. Idahnee raised the baton to hit Beverly again. Louisiana took her hand off of Raymie's arm and let out a strange noise, something between a scream and a squeak, and then she lunged forward and grabbed hold of Idahnee's spangled midsection. "Stop it!" shouted Louisiana. "You stop it!" "What in the world?" said Idahnee. "Unhand me." She tried to peel Louisiana off of her, but Louisiana held tight. "Don't hit her again," said Louisiana. "Please don't." Lake Clara glittered. The pine trees swayed. The world sighed and creaked, and Louisiana clung to Idahnee as if she would never, ever let her go. "Don't hit her! Don't hit her!" Louisiana chanted. "Don't be stupid," said Beverly. This seemed like good advice, but Raymie wasn't sure exactly whom it was intended for. "Please don't hurt her," said Louisiana. She was crying now. "Get off me," said Idahnee, pushing at Louisiana. "Look," said Beverly, "I'm spitting out the gum." She spit out the gum. "See," she said, "no one's going to hurt me. It's impossible to hurt me." She put down her baton and held up her hands. "Come here," she said. "It's fine." She pulled Louisiana off of Idahnee. She patted Louisiana on the back. "See?" said Beverly again. "It's all fine. I'm fine." Idahnee blinked. She looked confused. "This is nonsense," she said. "And you know how I feel about nonsense." She took a deep breath and marched away back toward the house. And that was the end of the second baton twirling lesson. They're not getting very many lessons, are they? Chapter 18. The three of them were down at the dock. So let me get this straight, said Beverly. You want me to go into some old lady's room and take a book about Florence Nightingale out from under her bed? Yes, said Raymie. Because you're afraid to do it? She screams, said Raymie, and it's a library book. I have to get it back. I want to come too, said Louisiana. No, said Beverly and Raymie together. But why not, said Louisiana. We're the three rancheros. We're bound to each other through thick and thin. The three who? Asked Raymie. Rancheros, said Louisiana. It's musketeers, said Beverly. It's the three musketeers. No, said Louisiana, that's them. We're us, and we're the rancheros. We'll rescue each other. I don't need to be rescued, said Beverly. I want to come with you to the sparkling dell, said Louisiana. It's the Golden Glen, said Raymie. I want to help rescue the Florence Dark Song book. Nightingale, said Raymie and Beverly at the same time. And when we're done doing that, we can go to the very friendly animal center and rescue Archie. Listen, said Beverly. Let me tell you something. There is no very friendly animal center. That cat is long gone. He's not long gone, said Louisiana. I'll rescue him, and that will be my good deed for the Little Miss Central Florida Tire 1975 contest. And my other good deed will be that I will help you get the book back. Also, I'll stop stealing canned goods with Granny. You steal canned goods? Asked Raymie. Tuna fish mostly, said Louisiana. It's very high in protein. I told you, said Beverly to Raymie. I looked at them and I could tell they were criminals. We're not criminals, said Louisiana. We're survivors. We're fighters. At this point there was a long silence. The three of them stared out at Lake Clara. The water glittered inside. There's a lady who drowned in this lake, said Raymie. Her name was Clara Wingtip. So, said Beverly. She haunts it, said Raymie. In my father's office there's a photo of the lake from the air, and you can see Clara Wingtip's shadow under the water. Beverly snorted. I don't believe in fairy tales. You can hear her weeping sometimes, said Raymie. That's what they say. Really, said Louisiana. She rearranged her barrettes and put her hair behind her one ear and leaned in toward the lake. Oh, she said, I hear it. I hear the weeping. Beverly snorted. Raymie listened. She heard weeping too.